Welcome back, True Seeker. What do you know? Monday Night Football, the Chicago Bears at the New England Patriots. Remember, that was the Super Bowl, the only one that the Chicago Bears ever won. And of course, the NFL was born in Chicago. That was the 85-86 Bears. They beat the Patriots 46-10 with the revolutionary 4-6 defense. And of course, in Gematria, when you make A into 1, B into 2, C into 3, D into 4 up to Z, the 26th letter into 26, if you add up the letters of Chicago, it adds up to 46. Anyhow, tonight, Bill Belichick, the current coach of the Patriots, considered one of the greatest coaches of all time, it just so happens he's playing the Chicago Bears, and he can pass Papa Bear, George Halas, on Monday Night Football, prime time. Now, notice they're tied at 324 wins. So Belichick's next win will be 325. And if you're new to my work, that's a number I actually talk about a good deal. If you write out Scottish Rite of Freemasonry and add it up, it equals 325. A lot of big rituals performed with this number. And there's also decoding words with using the same alphabetic order but incorporating numerology. So, for example, if a letter is a double-digit number, you just make it a single-digit number. So, for example, Z, the 26th letter, would be 2 plus 6 is 8. So Z would be 8 instead of 26 with the numerology method. If you write out Scottish Rite, it equals 57. And remember, the American football is credited to the Scottish Rite Freemason Walter Camp, secret society that studies Kabbalah, where this code of letters and numbers comes from. Now, keep in mind, it's Monday, named after the moon, and the word moon, using the alphabetic order, equals 57, as does the name George. Bill Belichick's on the verge of passing George Halas. And think of George Washington, the Mason, the first recognized president in D.C., where the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry has a headquarters. He took office at age 57. So, again, 57 has this relation with the Scottish Rite. If you look into the Scottish Rite temple in D.C., they have some structures that pay tribute to things that happened in the sky with the sun and the moon and other astrological bodies. And again, there's a reason for all of this. The moon, which has Gematria 57, if you look up its lunar standstill, what that is the difference between how far north it goes and south from our viewpoint on Earth and its rotation or its orbit of the Earth. The lunar standstill is 57 degrees, just like moon equals 57. Again, Scottish Rite equals 57. Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, 325. The record breaker versus George Halas' old team. What a coincidence. It's almost as bad as Joe Burrow facing the 4 teams that Billy Cannon was connected to in the NFL in the playoffs last year. Again, he beat the Raiders, the Titans, who used to be the Oilers back when Billy Cannon played for him, and the Chiefs in the AFC, and then he played the Rams, who drafted Billy Cannon when he came out of LSU. Remember, Joe Burrow went to LSU like Billy Cannon. They're the only 2 LSU players to ever win the Heisman, and they're also the only 2 to win the championship for LSU in New Orleans. And remember, the day that Joe Burrow transferred from Ohio State to LSU, that was the exact same day that Billy Cannon died, which was the anniversary of Ignatius of Loyola being shot with a cannonball. And again, he's the founder of the Jesuits. The Jesuits are the founders of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. Both have their headquarters in D.C. They're both super into the rituals. But anyhow, just on the surface, what are the odds that Bill Belichick can pass George Halas playing the Bears? Again, you guys, it's because they couldn't have scripted it any better. Until next time.